Okay, I personally think it has to do with a lot of things. One being, we have this long traditional history of putting marriage at a really high stand in the community. So if you're not married by a certain age, you're not going to progress. I feel like that's what the mindset is. But I think the reason why a lot of girls are more pressured into marriage, or like from what I see, it's because especially in North America, because we're used to so many different cultures and so many different types of people. I feel like parents are almost scared that if we don't get married by a young age, we're gonna get influenced by other things. So it also has to do with this respect, I guess, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like if I don't get married by 22, 23, I might find someone that's not the same religion as me or the same culture as me because I'm exposed to those things. Like I've noticed that a lot, that parents have this fear of making sure that you find someone within your community, and the younger you are, the less exposed you are to other communities. So it's kind of like, okay, let's get them married off before they find someone.
Yeah.
At least that's what I personally think. And also because they have this mindset that you are going to grow with this person. And of course, the ideal age for kids mostly is late 20s. So they want you to find someone by your early 20s. I mean, I've had like this aunt. You know, we all have those aunties that care more about your life than you do. Like,
we know that.
yeah, like the ones that know everything about you, and you're like, how do you know this? Like, is there like a database that they all share information on? Because I think they do. So she came to our house one day, and so I'm personally not someone I'm not against marriage, but I'm not for it when it comes to me. I don't see the reason to get married just for the heck of it, right? So I voiced that, not aggressively, but I just voiced that. And she goes to my mom and she's like, you better find someone for her before she brings a white guy home. And I'm thinking like, oh, okay, so this is how it works for you. It's kind of like, okay, so if I don't want to get married, you have to pressure me into it so I don't find someone outside of my own culture or religion. So I think that's where the pressure comes from.
I think I will second that because, the major concern of the parents are that, let's get this guy or girl married before, he finds a boyfriend, girlfriend, that he
Right.
gets too involved in, and then, it's hard for them to break up. So let's put them in a permanent bond that they can't, say no to later on.
Exactly. Because the thing with, like, they want you to get married, but to someone that they will accept. So I feel like that's where the pressure comes from.
Because they think that you don't have the capacity to decide for yourself who's good for you and who's not.
Exactly.
And it works. They're right in many cases, but not in every case. So they should at least consider your choice. So
because there's this fear, because there's like a certain set of things they have to do to be respectable, or at least that's what they think. So that's why they start pressuring you at a young age to make sure that you make them look good, almost.
Right. So, Shahrukh, what are your opinions on this? What do you think?
So I think that you should marry when you feel like it. So parents should have a say about who to marry, but not when to marry. So I think who to marry should be the more important part rather than when to marry. The when to marry part should be left to the person, and who to marry maybe sometimes be decided by the parents because of course they have had more experience. They can judge a person better.
Yeah, let me do a quick pop quiz. So this is just a simple yes/no question. Everybody can answer this. Do you think your parents should be able to recommend who to get married to as long as there's no force involved? Would you accept help from your parents?
No.
Yes.
To find the right partner. So Shahrukh, you said yes. Myra?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Hassan?
I'm gonna go with no as well. No.
Okay. What about Maha?
I would say yes.
Okay. Yeah, mixed bag. For me, it's a yes as well. And I guess just answering on behalf of the people who said yes, it might just be we are open, right? As long as there's no pressure involved, there's no force involved. We could use help. Who knows? That might be the right person, whoever our parents bring to the table. What about whoever said no? Maybe Myra, you can answer that.
So the reason I personally think it's a no is because oftentimes the people that our parents recommend, the reason they recommend them has to do with the fact that they're the same religion as you, or the same culture as you, or they have a good job. And that doesn't define a person's personality or how compatible they are with you. So although they come from a place of love, right? Like they're doing it because they care about you or they think they know what's best for you. I don't think they look for the right things when they're looking for someone.
So just to clarify, you don't think that religion or culture should be a factor, right, in terms of looking for the right partner?
Not the way I've been brought up, no.
Okay. Are your parents okay with that?
My mom is, yes.
Okay.
I think she'll just be happy if I ever get married.
Sure. Yeah, sounds good.
I mean,
Okay.
the thing is, I do understand why if you're the same religion or culture, it's easier. But I feel like you limit yourself so much.
Especially outside of Pakistan. You're right.
Right.
Maha, do you want to take a stab at this question? Why would you want to wait longer to get married?
Well, like you mentioned, I guess getting your shit together, like getting your life together before you like walk into something. So it's a big deal, you know, like to get married. Like you need to get your head straight before you go into something, into a commitment like that. Even me, when I think about it, I think I want to wait longer before I get married to get my emotions in place, to be able to handle that kind of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's about it.
Yeah, makes sense. I would echo that. I think it made sense when I was younger, probably around your age. I had the same argument, just like I need to focus on my career. It's not fair to just come right out of college and undertake such a big responsibility, right? So you want to establish yourself, stand on your feet, make sure that you can support yourself first before you learn to support somebody else. So